भी गाना शूटिंग करता है।
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So in last class we have covered up to
lysosomes we have covered. You have to
lysosomes.
say
is
the
over,
next
no?
point is phytose. Yes, sir.
Lysosomes is over. Next we have to start the centrosome. Okay. So lysosomes. What is the main function lysosome?
It remove old cell and
Removal of the
from
old
that
cells and
intracellular digestion.
intracellular digestion. Okay. So the next one is the centrosome. The centrosome is a important organelle of the cell which is present only in the animal cells. Only animal cells. The main function is to initiate and regulate cell division. So you know that living cells, they need to divide. Okay, they need to increase their number. So when the cells are dividing, okay, there should be some regulation. Okay, how the cells divide, at what time it is required to divide, and all these things. There should be some regulation. So the centrosomes, they have an important role in initiating and regulating the cell division. They form spindle fibers with the help of asters. So when we look at the centrosome, for example, here in the animal cell only centrosome is there, no, in plant cell it is not there. So we will look in the animal cell. Okay, so in the animal cell, this yellow one, star shaped, this is the centrosome. So what happens is, when the cell is dividing, it is a pair, no, here each one of this yellow one is known as the centriole. It is known as the centriole. So together this pair is called centrosome, and individually this star shaped structure is called as centriole. Centriole. Yes, the region surrounding the centriole is located near the nucleus. Okay, so this is the important point. Write it down. Centrosomes are made up of pair of centrioles. These centrioles are star-shaped structures. Okay. So what is happening when the cell divides? Okay, this is a nucleus, and near the nucleus this star-shaped structure is there. Okay, centrioles, pair of centrioles is there, which is called the centrosome. So when cell is dividing, what happens is, they will separate. One centriole comes on the opposite sides, and the DNA that is there here, okay, that will become compact. We will see in our further classes. Okay. And here it will form some fibers. Okay, the fibers are going to attach to this chromosome. Forms like this nice fibers. So 50% of the DNA will go to one cell. Okay, this one is going to pull that half of the DNA one side, half of the DNA the other side. So in this way, what is going to happen is 50% of the DNA will go to one cell and 50% of the DNA will go to the other cell. These are the daughter cells. So that is the function. Centrosome. Centrosome means this pair of centrioles is the centrosome. Okay. So you see what is written, a region surrounding the centrioles located near the nucleus, that is the centrosome. It contains two or more centrioles. Centrioles are surrounded by radiating microtubules to form a star. Okay, a star is something like aster. Okay, during cell division. So this star kind of structure from here, what happens is when these fibers will come out now, so they will appear like a star. That is a aster. Okay. These fibers that are formed, these are known as the spindle fibers. There are many new terms, okay, and here the important point is because it is in the first chapter itself, okay, so some things it will take little bit time for you to understand when we are going to the other chapters, a few other chapters, okay. So don't get very much this one anxiety for that one. Here important point is centrioles. What is the function? It is to initiate and regulate cell division. Cell is going to divide, so initiation and regulation of the cell division is function of the centriole. What is the centriole made up of? It is made up of a pair of centrosome is made up of a pair of centrioles. Okay. Next one, plastids. The plastids are present only in plant cells. Okay. Plastids are present only in plant cell. And what is the function of the plastid? So as you are looking in page number 16 of your textbook, okay, plastids number 10. Page 16, number 10, plastids. Okay, so my voice is clear or it is a bit breaking?
It is clear, sir. It is clear.
Okay. Plastids, these are special structures, organelles, okay, which are having double membrane. Okay, there are several types of plastids. The most common one is the chloroplast. It contains the green pigment chlorophyll. Okay, it is a double membrane and it contains a DNA also. Okay, they are disc-like structures in that one called thylakoid. So let us see. For centrosome, we saw the animal cell. For the plastids, it is only present in plant cell. So we have to focus on plant cell. Okay, this is the plastid that is there in the plant cell. How many membranes it is having? Two membranes. You see, this one is the outer membrane and below that one, this is the inner membrane. So two membranes. It's a double membrane. So plastids are also having double membrane. In the case of animal cell, which organelle is having double membrane?
Mitochondria.
Mitochondria is having. Okay. Endoplasmic reticulum also having, mitochondria also having. So this plastid, the chloroplast, it is the green one, chloroplast. So the chloroplast also appears somewhat similar to the mitochondria. It is having double membrane. Okay, but in the case of mitochondria, inner membrane is forming finger like projections known as, in mitochondria, finger like
Christy.
cristae. Okay, so in the case of mitochondria, it is inwards, that is into folds or finger like projections called cristae in the case of mitochondria. But in the case of chloroplast, it is not forming any like that projections. It is a simple double membrane is there. And what is interesting is that inside the chloroplast, you can see this kind of a structure. They are stacked on one another. Okay, like plates or something, they are stacked. And inside this one is the chlorophyll. So chlorophyll, you know what is the function of chlorophyll?
Sir, to provide the green
Sir, to
color.
prepare food for plants.
Sir,
in the
to
presence
provide
of sunlight.
green pigment to plants.
Chlorophyll
Yes,
is
sir.
chlorophyll is a green color pigment itself. Chlorophyll itself is a green color pigment. But what is its function? It is going to
support
trap.
photosynthesis.
It is going to support photosynthesis. How? It is going to trap the sunlight. Okay, someone has to absorb that sunlight, no? The energy of the sunlight needs to be absorbed. Who is going to absorb it? Chlorophyll is the pigment that is going to absorb the energy of the sunlight. Okay, now that chlorophyll is present in this structure that is there inside the chloroplast. Okay, you are able to visualize now. So there is a chloroplast which has double membrane, and inside the chloroplast there are these thylakoid, thylakoid, thylakoid. Okay, thylakoid is there, and in this one there are the chlorophyll pigment. This chlorophyll pigment is going to trap the sunlight, and photosynthesis is going to take inside here. Okay, that is a point number 3. Okay, plastids, point number 3, disc like structures called thylakoids contain chlorophyll. Okay, thylakoids contain chlorophyll. Next important point is it is also having DNA. Mitochondria is having DNA or not?
Yes, sir. It is having one
Yes.
DNA.
It is having, correct?
Thread-like structure.
Yes. So
Sir, its own DNA.
yeah, you see this thread like structure is there here in the chloroplast. In the chloroplast, thread like structure is there, and in mitochondria also like this thread like structure was there. Okay, so how many cell organelles you know?
What this thread-like structure will do?
This is a DNA. This is the DNA, right? So this is the DNA, and you know DNA is what is the role of the DNA? DNA is going to carry information from one generation to another generation. So in our DNA, all the information is given, how our body has to be made, how the cells have to be formed, everything is there, all complete information. So when new generation is coming, all that information has to be transferred, no? Who is going to carry that information? So that information is carried in this DNA. Okay, the DNA is a chemical molecule which is a deoxyribonucleic acid. Okay, chemical molecule, it is having some sequences there. The sequence is nothing but, just like in textbook we have sentences, no? It is having information like that. Only in the DNA there is a sequence. That sequence is having the information. Okay, so DNA is present in which organelles? Can you name?
Sir, chromosomes.
No. Anything else?
The
Chromosome.
mitochondria and plastids.
Nucleus.
Nucleus, mitochondria, chloroplast. Okay, what we are seeing, this is the chloroplast. You should not say chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is pigment. Okay, this is chloroplast, plastid. Okay, this is the plastid, chloroplast. Okay, so what is the different types of the, we will see plastids. Yeah,
So in the plastids, there are something like a ribosome. Then so in that also there is a transfer of protein and fats which is happening in mitochondria.
Ribosomes are doing what? Function of ribosomes?
Protein synthesis.
Protein synthesis. So ribosomes are also there in chloroplast. There also protein synthesis will take place. Inside mitochondria also ribosomes were there. Protein synthesis will take place. In the cytoplasm also it will take place on rough endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum also, where this dot 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 were there, no, there also protein synthesis. Wherever ribosome is there, protein synthesis will take place. So here chloroplast, okay, chloroplast is a type of plastid. In this one chlorophyll pigment is there. Okay, this is giving the green color, chlorophyll. Okay, there are the other types of plastids are there, like the chromoplast. What is the meaning of chromo?
Variously colored.
Variously colored. No? Something to do with color. Okay, so chromoplast means it is going to give some color. It is having some colorful pigments are there. So for example of the colorful pigments, one is the xanthophyll, which is going to give the yellow. Yes, carotene is there, which is present in the carrots. Okay, that is giving whatever color is there in the carrot, that is because of the carotene. Okay, carotene is giving that color. There is a pigment. Carotene is a pigment, and this pigment is present inside this plastid, which is called the chromoplast. Okay, so similarly in the what we say flowers also, these colorful pigments will be there. These are all there in the chromoplast. Okay, chloroplast we have seen for this one. The third type is the leucoplast. Okay, other than this color, yes, yeah, it stores starch. So other than this chloroplast and chromoplast, okay, which are having this color and photosynthesis work, also the plants need to store the food in the form of some material. So the storage form of food in plants is
Starch.
only starch or anything else? Mainly starch. So that is why you see whatever grains we are eating, wheat, rice, it may be some people eat the corn, maize, okay, and potatoes, whatever you see, these are all rich in starch. Okay, so the plant, it want to store its food material, it stores in the form of starch. So this starch is not there directly in the cytoplasm. If it is, the starch is simply directly there in the cytoplasm, then it will have problem. That starch is stored inside the special plastids, which are known as the leucoplast. Okay, so these are the few types of plastids. Next, nucleus. Today we have started a bit 5-10 minutes late, so till when we have class is there till 11:30, no? We will do this nucleus. We will finish the nucleus. Huh? Nucleus. Nucleus, just like we have discussed nucleus each time, sometime we are discussing some organelle, we are talking about nucleus. So nucleus is very critical part of the cell. Okay, very critical part of the cell. It is a very important cell organelle. Okay, whether prokaryotes are having nucleus? Prokaryotes, whether they are having nucleus?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But it is not well defined.
So whether you will still call it as nucleus?
The nuclear membrane is absent.
You see, don't confuse. If the question is like this,
whether prokaryotes have nucleus, your answer should be no, they don't have nucleus. Okay, because nucleus means what? It should have nuclear membrane. Cell, essential components of the cell, it should have a plasma membrane. A cell should have a plasma membrane. So here in the case of prokaryotes, we say there is no nucleus because the DNA is not covered by any membrane. Okay, it looks like there is a nucleus, but there is no nucleus because there is no membrane covering for it. But in eukaryotes, the nucleus is having an excellent membrane covering. In the plant cell, you can see this orange yellow one is there. Here it looking like a spear. Here this purple color is there in the animal cell. Okay, it is having the membrane. Both of them having the membranes. So that is why they are known as the eukaryotes. So nucleus is the largest cell organelle, mostly spherical and dense. Nuclear membrane with pores allow the substances to enter and leave. So you see the figure number in page number 14. In page number 14, you see the figure 2.8. Okay, in that one, A. Okay, the figure A is you are able to see that there are many fiber like structures are there. This is the structure of the nucleus. Okay, this brown like one, the whole thing is the nucleus. Beside that one, the another figure is there with yellow and blue. This is the complete cell. The blue one is the nucleus and the yellow one is the cytoplasm. This part you are understood. Okay, see the figure in page number 14. Okay, all of you are following. The figure A is the nucleus, figure B is the cell, yellow is the cytoplasm and blue is the nucleus. Okay, now you focus on this nucleus only. Okay, so what are the ones are there in this one? The thread like structures are known as the chromatin network. Okay, which is nothing but DNA. Okay, the DNA, it will also associate with the protein, then we say it is the chromatin. Okay, DNA plus protein is the chromatin. So the thread one what we are seeing, no, that is the chromatin. Then there is the outside membrane that is known as the nuclear membrane. The liquid part that is there inside the nucleus is known as the nucleoplasm, and there are some pores on the nuclear membrane, they are known as the nuclear pore. In the center of the nucleus you are able to see one more dense structure is there, that is known as the nucleolus. Okay, after the nucleus we will see about nucleolus. But when you are comparing that with the figure beside it, what you are seeing, that inside the nucleus the blue color one is there, no, that sphere, the circle, that one inside the blue one you are able to see some thick fibers are there, 4 thick fibers are there, no. These thick
Yes.
these thick fibers are nothing but chromatin, which is nothing but DNA. It become more and more compact. So if you take a thread and you keep on winding it, that is in between your finger, one side you just hold it and from the other side you keep on rotating it, rotating. So what you will see, that thread is remain straight. What will happen to the thread?
And it will become thick.
You will see that it is getting it is winding around itself. It is becoming compact and compact. The more you rotate it on one side, it will become more and more compact. So that is what is happening. The DNA is like a thread. The more you pack it, the more you roll it, it will become very thick. So that is what you are seeing. When it is very thick, the maximum stage what you are seeing, they are the chromosomes. Okay, so there is the difference between chromatin and chromosome is what? Chromatin is the thread like structure, just a DNA plus protein. And what is chromosome? It is a highly condensed, highly packed form of the DNA. Okay, so that is the main what we want to show, the difference in these two figures. Okay, the other thing also you are noticing in this one is the centrioles are moving apart. Okay, some star like things are coming from out of it, no. Aster, what we studied before this, centrosomes are made up of a pair of centrioles. Okay, so this figure also, it is very good one. Okay, you have to compare this nucleus, and in the nucleus, what is the main function? It is having the DNA. The nucleus regulates cell function. If removed, the cell will die. It contains chromosomes. Chromosomes bear the genes that control the hereditary characters. So of course chromosomes is highly packed form of the DNA, no? So it is the highly packed form of the DNA. The DNA, we all know, is having the genetic information. Okay, so I think now what I will do is I will just take the attendance. Okay. So this particular chapter, only 2 or 3 organelles are left. Okay, I will send some like a video form, because we have to cover other chapters also. End of the chapter, you have some questions. Okay, you try to solve those questions in the next class. If you have any doubts about that one, we will discuss, and then we will close this chapter.